What is up, you beautiful people? Excuse the appearance. I got the I got the blanket on me. I'm chilling right now. I'm warm and cozy. But in today's lecture, essentially, I want to cover the importance of critical thinking, right? And the importance in critical thinking in day trading specifically, right? Because this is a thing that a lot of people don't realize, right? They look, and majority of day traders pattern trade, right? So they'll look at trading in the sense of, okay, if I see X, Y, and Z thing, I'll enter, right? Or if I see an SMT, if I see a total soup, if I see an internal liquidity sweep, if I see a fair value gap, if I see X, Y, and Z thing, I will enter, right? And this is such a large problem in the day trading community. And the reason on why that is because of the fact that the average IQ of a day trader is relatively low, right? And this is an unfortunate reality, right? This is the case, and you guys can argue with me all you want. You guys can say, oh, that's not true. To make it in day trading, the one thing that I've noticed is the people that make it in trading as a whole have a relatively higher IQ than obviously probably stupid people, right? Does that mean, right, you can't make it if you feel like you're dumb right now? No, not at all. You guys, every single human being has the opportunity to make it, right? It's going to take you longer because you have a lower IQ. Does that mean you're cooked? Does that mean you're eternally done for? No, not at all whatsoever, right? All it means is you have to put in more work than other people, right? So when I say, right, people lack critical thinking skills, what I mean by that is pattern trading, right? People tend to make the same errors on a day to day basis. And the thing that we need to recognize is why are we making these errors, right? What is the number one thing that we are making these errors on, right? Because once you have an established strategy, it's relatively easy, right, to become really good at trading relatively fast, right? So every video I want to preference is for people that have a good strategy. I really make these YouTube videos for my Discord members because of the fact that they have a good strategy and now they just need to work on their psychology, right? But for you guys, that if some of you guys don't have a good, right, psychological basis paired with a good or with paired with a bad strategy, right? You can't try to fix number two and try to jump to step two when you haven't even solved step one, right? So step one is obviously going to get a good strategy, right? Whether that be through me, whether that be through anyone else, find someone you guys like that has proven data, statistical data, has proven to show their members have gotten success. I mean, I hope by now you guys understand my Discord members are succeeding. I mean, I show you guys every single day on any one of my live videos. I show that the members are passing funded, getting payouts, whatever the case may be. So find someone, buckle down on their teachings, learn their strategy. Then from there, all of these psychological videos pan out, right? And apply to you. But anyways, let's jump back into it. So what we need to identify is why are we pattern trading, right? What are the things that are causing us to pattern trade, right? Because there's so many things, right, that we need to identify in the marketplace in order to have a hypothesis on what price wants to do, right? Are we in discount? Are we in premium of a range? What does that range look like? What should we anticipate? Where's the drawn liquidity, right? What time of the day it is it? Is it high probability or low probability day based off of news events, right? These are all things that you guys fail to understand and recognize. And this is ultimately why every single one of you guys are failing at the moment, right? It's not X, Y, and Z problem. It's not, oh, I'm just stupid. I can't figure it out, right? This is the ultimate reason, right? I will break it down step by step right now. Why all of you guys are failing, right? In trading, right? Number one, you lack understanding where the drawn liquidity is. Number two, you lack the identity of what the narrative for the day is based off of order flow. Number three, you fail to recognize what probability of a day of the week it is, right? You don't know what news event it is, right? You don't know anything, right? Number four is your incompetence of just identifying what price is doing because of the fact that you don't have chart experience or time experience. Number five is you have no confidence in yourself specifically to act because you have no proven data based off of backtesting about your model, right? You guys are so lazy to the extent where you don't even have backtested data presenting itself based on the model that you are trading on a day-to-day basis. Then this is ultimately why you are failing. It's not, I'm just too stupid, or, oh, it's just, I don't know what to do, bruh. Uh, uh, You guys have TikTok brain and you lack the ability of critical thinking skills, right? I love this analogy and I'll continue to repeat it. The reason on why successful people like in day trading are become successful is because of the fact that they adopted the fact and the thought process of critical thinking skills, right? They have the ability to think, right? And create a hypothesis. And this is the analogy I like repeating in day trading, right? We as day traders are scientists, right? We look at the charts, we create a hypothesis, and then we act based off of what our hypothesis is. The problem is every single one of you guys have no general grasp or understanding about what price is doing. You lack the ability to critically think, right? Which then ultimately causes you to fail in every realm that you attempt at in day trading, right? You can strategy hop all you want, G. You can go pay for 30 different mentorships, but ultimately, if you lack the ability to critical think, you will ultimately fail in every realm or every avenue that you try in trading, right? Critical thinking, critical thinking. Now, how do we practice the ability of critical thinking, right? What I always, and the one message I will constantly repeat, if you want to get good at a skill, focus on everything, right? But that skill. Now, what do you mean? Like, what does that mean, right? Practice the same disciplinary actions in that skill, right? That you need in that skill, but in every other realm of your life. And then what ends up happening is because you're practicing that thing you so need in that one skill, but you practice on every other thing, right? You naturally become good at the one thing that you're lacking inside of day trading. So for example, let's say discipline is your issue, to say when to step away and when to enter, right? Because you have FOMO, right? Start having external discipline and disciplinary actions outside of trading. And then what ends up happening is inside of trading, you become the most disciplined human being on the face of the planet, right? Because of all realms of your life have discipline, right? It's not just trading. And this is what I'm saying. If you're currently fat right now, stop focusing on trading, right? Allocate more time to bettering yourself on top of trading. And what you'll notice is the discipline that of you starting to go to the gym, of you starting to eat better, of you starting to think clearer, will then trail into trading, which allows you to become the most disciplined version and the best disciplined day trader that you can possibly become. The problem is you directly allocate time towards everything, you directly allocate time specifically to that one skill instead of every other action in your life. And this is ultimately why you are failing right now. Paired that with critical thinking skills, right? You all are pattern trading right now. Recognize, right? These PD arrays work on a day-to-day basis that you guys see. Fair value gaps, liquidity sweeps, break of structure, right? All of these normalized TikTok terms, I like calling them, they work. But the problem is you take them out of context. You don't look at time. It's the biggest thing out of everything that I talk about. You don't look at time at all, right? You don't look at context. What's the narrative? What's the higher time frame, lower time frame drawn liquidity? Or did we just sweep an internal low or did we not sweep an internal low, right? Did we sweep an external low, right? Do we have SMT? These are all questions that you guys fail to ask yourself on a day-to-day basis, which ultimately allows you to fail in every aspect of trading that you try, right? And this is why I'm saying that IQ helps a lot in trading. And the reason on why IQ helps a lot in trading is because of the fact typically someone with a high IQ has the ability and innately has the ability to critically think, right? They think on a day-to-day basis a lot. My mind and my brain, it runs 24/7. I have trouble sleeping because of this issue, because I'm always thinking, right? And honestly, I'm blessed to have that, but it also comes with its issues, right? I can't turn my brain off, right? That's why if you guys can see the dark circles under my eyes, there's a reason for that. I don't get any sleep because my brain is just shut on 24, or it's just left on 24/7. Even in my dreams, I'll think, and then I'll wake up and then think about my dreams, right? And what I'm saying is this is a positive thing to have if you are trying to become very successful, because of the fact you need to think in all avenues of your life. Your brain just shuts off when you trade, and this is why you are failing, right? You lack the ability to critically think in all revenues of your life, in all avenues of your life, I meant to say. what does critical thinking, what does that even mean, right? Critically think, and to critically think specifically is to be able to think about what you are doing when you are doing it, right? A lot of people fail to even ask themselves, why am I entering this position? Oh, fair value gap. You are destined to fail. You are genuinely destined to fail if that's the way that you look at the markets. If you say to yourself, oh, okay, fair value gap, liquidity sweep, okay, boom, entry, you're a bot, you're a robot. And the problem is you'll consistently fail until you fix that and until you build the habits that allow you to critically think about what is happening with price, right? Like I wanna strangle some of you guys. I wanna genuinely just beat the shit out of some of you guys. Because of the fact that I know how close you are to success. And the interesting part is a lot of my Discord members, they don't take these things into account, but they're decent traders, right? Maybe they're in the break-even stage, or they feel like something's coming. Like I had this feeling as well. And right before I became profitable, I had an internal feeling. I was like, damn, bro, like this is starting to get like really easy. Like I low-key know what price is doing now. Like I feel it, right? And the same thing has happened with so many Discord members. They end up joining, and then they're like, oh, GG. You know what I mean? And they end up passing fundeds fast, or they end up passing evals fast, and becomes clockwork for them. And what I am telling you, right? I want you guys to start practicing something. Before you enter a position, out loud, right? Out loud, so your brain fully processes and digests why you are entering something. Out loud, ask yourself, why am I entering this position? 50% of your guys' positions, you'll end up realizing, damn, why am I taking this? There's literally no reason on why I should take this. I just see a liquidity sweep and that's it. But the problem is you're lacking like 10 different things. And this is the reason on why everyone fails. A lot of people question my ability with trading. You guys can keep questioning my ability. I don't care, because that money that hits my bank account is real, right? And that's the only thing that I care about. I care about two things in life. Am I getting paid? And are my Discord members actively cooking? Other than that, and obviously God above all, right? My relationship with God and my family. But other than that, I could give a fuck about what happens, right? I get a flat tire. Some guy on YouTube that's a dork is like, oh, this guy doesn't know how to trade. This guy, based off of statistical, I'm a dork and I get no pussy and I'm a loser and I don't care, right? There's actively nothing you guys can say that makes me view it and be like, damn, he's low-key right, bro. Maybe I should stop posting on YouTube. I don't care. I don't care. And this is the thing is, when you guys start winning, right, and you actively start winning, a lot of people will question you, hate on you, talk shit about you behind your back, right? You don't even have to post on YouTube. Your own family and friends, right? Your own family and friends you guys will see the same things happen to you. But when you know you are doing good internally, and you have your relationship with God and family, right? I don't care. As long as my family's healthy, as long as God is good, as long as my Discord members are winning, as long as that money hits my bank account every week, every day, I don't care, guys. And the same thing will happen with you guys. This is the beautiful part. Once you guys start making it, you start getting those payouts, right? Everything comes clear. You don't give a fuck. That guy's talking shit. That guy's talking shit. Who cares? I don't care. Did he get a $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 payout today? No. Why do I care? He has to go to his job. He has to wake up in the morning and go to his job. Why do I care? I'm living. I'm 19. And ultimately, the same exact thing will happen to every single one of you guys that genuinely applies themselves, right? Who genuinely practices critical thinking skills. Ask them before they enter a trade. Ask themselves before they enter a trade. What's the narrative here? What's the draw on liquidity? Are we in the permitted time to trade, right? What are the technicals that I'm seeing right now, right? Are we in an internal draw on liquidity or an external draw on liquidity? What's the higher time frame narrative? What happened in the previous cycles, the previous time frame cycles? Then from there, are we looking for what type of model? These are all things you guys fail to identify on a day-to-day basis. And what I'm telling you here now is once you identify those things and you apply them, paired that with start seeing success, getting payouts, you could literally tell the whole entire world to go fuck themselves. I'm making so much fucking money right now where if someone just pisses me off, right? If someone genuinely just pisses me off in my life, I immediately can literally to their face go tell them to go fuck themselves. And nothing will happen. And the problem is majority of you guys want that, right? Intrinsically, if you're a man, you want that. You want that freedom ability. But the problem is every realm of your life is controlled right now. And this is ultimately why all of you are feeling depression on a day-to-day basis. You guys feel sad internally, right? And the reason on why you guys feel sad internally is simply because of the fact that you can't tell someone go fuck themselves if you want to, because you don't have enough money. Your boss tells you when to come into work, when not to. You have no freedom in your life, no random trips, no fun cars, no X, Y, and Z, no going to dinners every single night. I've actively, dude, for probably like the last 2 years, I've gone out to dinner and spent $100, $200, $300 every single night for 3 to 4 times a week. Because if I do any more, I'll just start getting sick of restaurants. But 3 to 4 times a week, $100, $200, $300 dinners. And I don't care. It doesn't even it doesn't even make me like hesitate for a moment. And you guys are now, and all of you guys typically are feeling sad because of your lack of ability to do so, right? You don't have the ability to do these things and you feel limited, right? Because our instinctive, right? I can speak for men and males because I'm a male. I don't know how females feel. Fuck do I know about females and how they feel. But as a man, right, you all are pissed off and angry because of how shit your life is right now. You don't have that freedom ability. And I want to transition the rest of this lecture of talking about mental health because this is a very important thing that a lot of people fail to identify on why. And this all comes back into critical thinking. You need to sit down as a professional and analyze your life and say, why am I feeling this way? What is causing me to feel this way? What is happening in my life to make me feel this way? Then you go down the list. When I was broke, I did this action, right? I identified, okay, why do I constantly feel like shit? Is it because, maybe it's because I work at Best Buy. Maybe it's because I have no money to put in my gas tank. Maybe it's because I can't control when I want to eat because I have no money. Maybe it's because everyone in my life is controlling the actions in which I want to do on a day-to-day basis. And this is ultimately why all of you guys are failing right now. And you guys are depressed and you feel like shit. It's because your lack of the ability to critically think and analyze your life, number one. Number two is you have no sense of control over your life. There's no aspect of your life you have control over. The only thing you can do is say when you want to shit and eat. That's it. That's all you got control over. Boss tells you to come in and work at a certain time. Can't say fuck him because you need that money, right? Your mom tells you need to go to school. What are you going to say? No? She'll kick you out of the house because you have no money. None of your lives are in your guys' control at all whatsoever. I'm now at a point in my journey specifically. If I choose to sleep till 5 p.m., I can sleep till 5 p.m. If I choose to go up to a homeless person and give him $1,000 just because I feel like it, I can choose to do that. If my family members need something without hesitation, no matter the cost of what that thing is, I can buy it for them. Every aspect of my life, besides my health, because that's God, right? God, whatever God wants for me, He can kill me at any moment. I have control over. You guys don't have any control over your life, and that locked ability, right? That ability of having no sense of direction or control is ultimately the reason on why you are depressed right now. And these are the things you guys need to identify. What are the individual things that piss you off? Because then, once you make it, it's like, damn, I used to not be able to do X, Y, and Z thing, but look at me now. Look at me fucking now. Some little things, really funny things that I do now. Like, I'll look back. I used to not be able to get energy drinks. Like energy drinks. Like I used to literally not be able to afford energy drinks. And now I can go to the gas station and save $4. Or at my gym, it's called Equinox. I don't know if you guys know what Equinox is. Everything is just fucking expensive at Equinox. My gym membership's $300, and then the fucking energy drinks are $8, right? Typically at a gas station is $4, right? I treat myself every single day of just buying that extra $4 energy drink. Every single day. I spend $500 a month on an energy drinks just because I don't want to save the $200 extra by going to the gas station, having to drive to the gas station. And those are the little luxuries that are honestly the best. If I had to tell you guys, like, what's one thing specifically that you fucking love now in your current stage that you couldn't do previously, it's those little ass luxuries where you have to penny pinch for $4, $6, $2, $3, because you do it every single day. My gym membership, for example, I used to pay $20 a month for 24-hour fitness, and now I pay $300 a month for Equinox. I used to get energy drinks and not even be able to afford energy drinks at the gas station for $2-3, and now I buy $8 energy drinks just because I want to. I don't give a fuck. It's $6, doesn't matter. But I do that every single day, right? $8, it's $300 a month. And like, honestly, like, you guys need to identify what pisses you off. That used to piss me the fuck off. I used to get so fucking mad that my broke ass had to drive an extra 5 minutes to save $4, $3, $2. That used to boil my blood. Boil my blood. I was sitting at that gas station saying to myself, why is it that people have Bugattis, have Sennas, have SVJs, right? They have $1 million for cars, and they can buy a new car every day of the week. Who cares? But I'm sitting here in my broken ass BMW, right? Shitty ass car. I can't afford anything. I can't even afford to get like a Hyundai or like a normal car because my BMW was $8,000, right? It was a beater. It was a shit can, absolute shit can. But I'm sitting there and I'm telling myself, well, damn. There's people that have the ability to spend millions of dollars on cars on a week-to-week basis, day-to-day basis. And I'm sitting here trying to penny pinch $2. Why is that? And those are the things that got me fucking pissed. I got so mad. That shit I would start punching my steering wheel, start crying in my car. Literally, that was the extent of the shit that got me pissed off. Why is it? Why? Why is God doing this to me? And I quickly realized it wasn't God doing this to me. It was God showing me this, right? Because anything worth doing, right, will cause you guys to get tested. In my Quran, right, I'm Muslim. In my Quran, it says this life is a test, and everything that comes with it is a test. So if you are actively trying, right, this is in every religious scripture. Some of you guys probably hate Muslims. I hate you if you hate Muslims. If you love Muslims, I love you. But I love all religions, right? I have no issue with any religion, but in all holy scriptures, it says you will get tested in all realms of your life, right? That's just the baseline instinct in all religion, right? In all holy scripture. You will get tested. So if you are actively trying to build yourself as an entrepreneur, the things that you look at right now that you're saying, oh, why God? God, why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? You are getting tested to see if you are worthy of that rare and scarce thing. And God's testing you right now. Or is one of my creation worthy of this thing that I'm going to bless him for? Let me test him. Let me see. This is actively what God does, and tells us in religious scriptures, in all religious scriptures, this is what God says in his holy scriptures. So the things that you guys are so ungrateful for right now, and the shit that pisses you off, number one, we need to identify, right? Critical thinking skills, like I mentioned, identify what your issues are, why you fucking hate your life right now. Then from there, once we've identified what you fucking hate, you then obviously try to build yourself in all realms of life, critical thinking skills, right? And then once you make it, you look back on those little itty bitty things that God tested you on, right? Maybe you got a flat tire. Maybe you get a flat tire on the worst day that you could possibly get a flat tire. Maybe you have your last 10 bucks, 20 bucks. Maybe you just spent your last $200 and you get a flat tire and you're sitting there saying, how the fuck am I going to get to work? How am I going to get to work? Maybe your parents just kicked you out of your house and you're sitting there saying, how am I going to afford rent? Where am I going to stay? These are all things that you guys need to be grateful of now, because once you start making it and start becoming better in all realms of your life, you're going to look back at those things and say, damn, that was God testing me. That was honestly and intrinsically God testing me. It was nothing else. That's crazy. And the things, right, that used to piss me off, I'll give you guys some honorable mentions. The energy drink story, first off, I used to literally sit in my car at the gas station looking like a fucking madman, punching the shit out of my horn. My horn on my car. Punching the shit out of it, where my knuckles would just start bleeding. I still have some scarring on my knuckles. You guys probably won't be able to see it. But I used to literally sit in my car punching the fuck out of my steering wheel, crying, while my hands and my knuckles are bleeding. Sitting there in my car saying, why the fuck is this happening to me? What is the difference between me and the Saudi sheikhs that can have $1 million for a car every day of the week? Why can't I have that? What am I lacking? And what I didn't realize is I was so ungrateful back then, and I needed to start becoming grateful in order to see that everything was just a test. It was all a test all along from God. Every negative occurrence that you are currently facing is simply a test from God to see if you are worthy for what is in store for you. So for all my traders right now that are unprofitable saying, why can't this click for me? What are the things that are happening? I can't do this anymore. I feel like shit. God is actively testing you because of the fact, since the dawn of human existence, anything worth doing, you natively have to get tested for because it's scarce. The same reason why everyone doesn't have a six-pack and you having a six-pack makes it rare, makes it cool. The same reason why everyone doesn't have a Lamborghini, they have a Toyota, and you are going to have a Lamborghini, makes you feel, right, worthy and makes you identify, oh, that's why I'm getting tested for all of these things. It's already in my future, and this is the thing. Adopt the fact that all of these things are in your future, right? Identify, okay, these things are already in store for me. I already know they're in store for me. It's just now about application, and I need to apply myself towards this shit every single day of the week, Monday through Friday. And that's as simple as it is, guys. Seriously. I'm at the stage right now I can afford any car I want. I'm still 19 though, so I'm trying to build some wealth, right? You guys would see an entire different human being if I had more money invested and I was a little bit older, right? But I'm still 19, you know, so I'm trying to take it calm. Like, I'm not trying to go get a Lambo right now. Take it calm, you know. I'm 19, new car coming, and I'm grateful for everything that God has put me through. I used to literally, I'm not exaggerating, the fact that I couldn't afford an energy drink that was $2 more at my gym, and I had to drive to the gas station to be able to afford an energy drink, made me so angry to the point I literally sat in the gas station parking lot, would punch the fuck out of my horn, my knuckles started bleeding, and I was crying. Or, right, I would get home from Best Buy, sitting in my car, blistering my tears out of my face. I was so angry at my life. And that is the point that God is putting you all through, to your breaking point. What is your breaking point? Let's find your breaking point. There's a really good quote that goes in my Holy Scripture. It says, God does not bear a soul with more than he can bear, right? So everything that you're going through right now is simply for the fact that in the future you can say, damn, I really went through that shit. I really went through that shit. And now I look back at those moments of me literally crying in front of my house in my Best Buy uniform, looking like a dickhead. Or me at the gas station punching my steering wheel because I had to pay an extra $2 for an energy drink, right? Or me at the Middle Eastern restaurant being a busboy cleaning dishes, right? Walking out of my shift and my sweats are drenched. These are all things God puts you through. And you will fucking love these stories once you guys make it. Once you guys make it, you will absolutely love these stories. And I talk to them about this to this day with my friends, with my family, all the time. And that's what makes it valuable. The scarcity aspect in which you can say, damn, I was close to killing myself. And I said, nah, let me lock in. And then you ended up making it. That was my life. And that's the honest truth. I love you guys so much. If you saw value in this video, at the end of the video, comment the word scarcity. Comment the word scarcity, so I know you made it to the end of this video. I love you guys so much. If you guys need anything from me, you guys can contact me on all socials. You guys know where to find me. I love you guys so much. I'll leave the Discord link in the bio if you're looking to get a mentor that will help you. I love you guys so much. Later, y'all.